It's XCOM2 for the 50th time. Hello, welcome back. This is the 50th episode of this campaign. If you've been following since the start, thank you very much. I hope you are still enjoying it. I am certainly enjoying playing it, although a lot of that enjoyment is marred somewhat by the sheer quantities of stress I'm sometimes feeling. But yeah, 50 episodes is kind of crazy. When I first started this, I wasn't actually expecting to, like, if I'm being completely honest, I wasn't expecting to see it through, and yet here we are. Nevertheless, we've still got a long road ahead of us, and that long road starts today, I think, because we've got one available soldier, we got 8 tired, we got 18 wounded. We are on the bones of our backside for sure. If we swing by and just actually have a look at who's going to be available anytime soon. Okay, so 16 hours, great. 4 days, 5 days, 11 days, 46 hours. Well, hey, Andromac's back in the field soon. Although missing that 92% shot makes me less enthusiastic about seeing Andromac again anytime soon. 1 day for Zed to return. But for the most part, we're kind of going to be waiting at least 5 days before we can field a realistic squad again. Which is not a wonderful prospect. The other thing is that we don't know what's going to pop up next. We didn't succeed in signal jamming. We didn't succeed in signal jamming. So it's likely that our scanning times are going to increase soon. We've got 10 days until the next supply drop. We are almost at the point where we've made contact with West Africa. So the risk I'm going to take is finish scanning this and then go to Templar HQ and get healing on the go. We have got an engineer in the infirmary, but at this point we absolutely need to just scan a bit longer at the Templar HQ. We need to just we need to get back on our feet. So West Africa, after what seems like forever, honestly, I can't even remember when it was that the plan was made to secure contact with West Africa. It may as well have been a lifetime ago, but we are there. We get 90 supplies new income. There's access to Western Europe. There's access to East Africa. There's access to South Africa. We've revealed the third chosen, the hunter. We've killed the assassin before we've even met the third chosen. And yet here they are. So we'll no doubt see them in the field before too long. And then there is this. We need to build a radio relay or find an actionable lead. Now, radio relay is actually on the cards here. Because I am going to go for rapid collection as a continent bonus. If our scanning times are going to increase, then it's going to be super duper important. It's going to set us back 100 supplies, but we need to do this. So that's next. But first, let's heal the team. And hopefully we have the time to make all of these things that we need to happen, because I'm so conscious of the Avatar project at this point. Who knows? And, oh, hello. This is the hidden event. Yes, it is. That's got 4 days on it. Whoops. We'll be fine. For now. Our scientist that got wounded 1,000 years ago is back, which is great. And we could field a squad. We could actually field a squad. What's this infiltration mission? Capturing an Advent collaborator. Reveals a scanning site. Oh, incidentally, just whilst we're looking at this, we can't currently run any covert ops because we haven't got the bodies available to do it. However, we now can field a squad. Let's just take a quick look at what that squad looks like before we continue on with either scanning at the HQ there or switching gears to that radio tower. So, Laguna could go back out. Goonstone is cool. Shandin's great to see. Zed, Phalanx. So this is a squad for sure. And then we're looking at now hours for Calmwater, Brenwyn, Pacify, and Griffith. So that's looking good. Reed's going to be back in action soon. Yeah, we are looking all of a sudden way more healthier. I am more than happy to switch gears now and start building that radio relay that we're going to need, because without it, we can't access this alien facility, and we need to, for sure. So let's get after that. That'll award us with 100 extra supplies once it's built. I don't think we're going to be able to see that bonus before the supply drop. I very much doubt it. It's going to cut it so fine. And another assault. Oh, that's going to expire. Okay, cool. However, look, 19 are now ready. It's a Christmas miracle, and all of that doom and gloom, all of that worrying, all of that panicking, it's fine. We're chilling. So, let's go counter this hidden dark event. We haven't spent the intel to find out what it is, simply because we haven't really got the luxury of spending the intel. But hey, we're chilling. We're back. So, let's see who we're fielding here. First of all, what are we dealing with? Exalt, Psionic Storm. Firewalls is fine. Delayed reinforcements is pretty good. But we're going to want at least one mine shield out there. We're in slums, so I'm feeling like a marksman's going to be on the cards for sure. Okay. So then, do we field Nacho? In fact, no. I think we'll bring Laguna again. Yeah. Durock's got 21 days on the repair, which is monstrous. Okay. Marksman then. We've got Clav available, and is it just Clav insofar as marksmen are concerned? No, we've got Pacify here too. I am going to field Clav, or am I, now that I say that out loud? Maybe Pacify is the right choice here, because Clav's 35 to 50 tiredness. I think Clav could probably do with a bit more rest, so yeah, we'll field Pacify as our marksman. We've got melee taken care of with Laguna, which is, super excellent. I think everyone's still pretty tired except for Hookit. Hookit's chilling. In fact, Hookit, Zed, and Reed is probably the right way to go here. Zed's still just a sergeant. Nevertheless, does have lightning hands and return fire, so that's something. And I mean, we've got the equipment to make Zed pretty successful out there. We saw some amazing work from Arc Enemy on the last mission that we ran. And who else was it that I said? Hooker, yes, as the combat engineer. And that leaves us with one more slot, and I'm kind of feeling like a sapper wouldn't be amiss. Night Terrors on a mission with psionic enemies is just going to cause so many problems, it's not even funny. Fear of the Chosen, Fear of the Chosen. Everyone's like, Nacho, Kalani, and Shandon have just had enough of the Chosen for one lifetime for sure. I think Slums counts as urban, so Dirtle should get a bit of a movement bonus, which, lends itself to bringing Dirtle for sure. So let's get these guys set up with some gear, and then we'll hit the ground and come back swinging for sure. Optimism paid off on the last mission, so that's the new... actually, I want to go Shadowkeeper there, don't I? That's the new basis under which everything is sort of moving forward. That was a mouthful, wasn't it? Good lord. Mag Cannon on there. We'll run the Gauntlet Mark II, which we have 3 of, unfortunately. We had to kind of make those purchases. Do we run a holo on Pacify or a pistol? I guess we run the holo, now that I say that. And that Ghost Rifle's got the speed loader on it and a bipod. Is there anything that we might want instead? No. Okay, fine. So Pacify will run Oh, actually, yes, spider suit, terrific, and everyone's in the plated armor. Yep, this is where the way that we want this to look. Okay. I guess we'll run. The choice here is between blue screens and AP. And AP, I think, is probably... Yeah, we're dealing with psionics, so we will bring blue screens on Hookit. Combat Engineer gets the blue screens, of course. But I've got a feeling we're probably not going to see many mechanical enemies on this. But I have been wrong before. Don't we all know it? There's a couple of stasis vests in the mix. Maybe we want to run armor on Hookit, actually. Yes, we do. Zed, we want to run armor. And Reed, I think we'll run stasis. Okay. And then have we got an upgraded mag? Yes, we do. And I think this is it. I have forgotten a mind shield, of course. Now then. Do we, instead of the Talon rounds, run the mind shield on Reed? I think that probably makes sense. Although saying that, actually, just looking at this even further, Reed kind of isn't the best choice here. Reed's not built for melee attacks, whereas Aethel is, but kind of needs that rest. Andromac doesn't have the ability to move after doing the attack, and I'd love to bring Calm Water, but I think Aethel's probably the smarter choice, just to make sure that we have got that firepower should we need it. We will switch out the Talon rounds for the Mind Shield. I'm going to need to unequip the barracks, aren't I? Yes, press that button, and then Mind Shield. Accuracy appears. So no Talon rounds this time. Dirthel, as our sapper, is going to want a mag grenade, and I think we will run the Frost Bomb as well. It's never steered us wrong. Zed. Does Zed want something? In fact, I think we'll run the Flashbang on Zed. Yeah. And then finally for Hookit, do we just keep the standard grenade? Or what? Should we run Incendiary, perhaps? Yes, if there's a mission to bring an Incendiary grenade on, this would be it, right? Okay. And Aethel here needs a actual shotgun. This has... They should both have the same upgrades on, yeah. Okay, yeah, that's the laser sight there, and the Wildcat's cool. Okay. We have got this Dodge PCS, which I was kind of planning to unsaving it for Gwen. Who is here, because Gwen needs some innate dodge as well. Yeah, I think we will hold that off on using that. We'll save that for Gwen, as was the original plan. So I guess this is us, Operation Throbbing Witch. Okay. Oh, we could have a quick gander at the AP situation here, but I don't think there's anything... Yeah, we could. No, we're going to hold off until Lieutenant there for sure. We've already looked at Aethel and Zed and Laguna, so yeah, I think this is us. Okay, another mission to neutralize a field commander. Looks like Advent are putting out all their generals in the field for us to snafu. But yeah, here we go. Operation Throbbing Witch. Pacify, Aethel, Zed, Hookit, Dirthel, and our newest Templar, Laguna. Was it Final Fantasy VIII that had a character called Laguna? Yeah, it was. He was the president of Esfar. He was the dream guy with the long hair and the blue jacket and the cool battle music. All, it was kind of like... I would probably say the battle music that I'm thinking of for Final Fantasy VIII's Laguna is like 80s maybe, but then the more I think about it, the more I'm like, nah man, that is 90s as anything. I'll tell you what, I'll let that one marinate. We're off to Gutter Flats, so let's get the work underway. We've got a lot to deal with on this mission when it comes to these sit reps actually. Exalt and Psionics. Exalt always scary. I tell you what though, might be an option, hey? We can capture someone from Exalt. That's a way to get some more manpower. We're starting on a pretty significant piece of high ground, which is good news for Pacify, and it looks actually like that this is in a reasonable to consider the corner of the map. So, for sure we're going to want to run Pacify up to here. And I don't think we need to stand on much ceremony. Let's just get the Spider Suit's grapple on the way. Use that to scout out as well. Okay, we've got our first pack of enemies. A standard hunter. We haven't seen one of them in what feels like forever. How far back does this map go in this direction? This is a little bit gamey, but... Okay, it doesn't actually go that far. Whereas it stretches out quite far in that direction, I guess. So maybe we set Pacify up. Probably here. Like here. Feels good. And brace. Really nice that we've seen our very first group of enemies there. There could be something else hiding. All we know for sure is that there's a abductor and a hunter. The hunters, of course, are Advent's snipers. And are super annoying. Because they like to run off and set up a little perch. Kind of like we do with our snipers. Okay. I actually think we'll bring Zed up and... yeah, this is fine. Even if they sort of carried on down here, they shouldn't be able to see past this point, right? So Hux should be fine here. We'll bring Dirtle right up front, and Laguna as far as possible too, I suppose. Although now that I say that, actually, there's not much safety if we do such a thing. So we'll go. I'm kind of wondering if bringing Aethel down. Yeah, maybe not. We'll hold Aethel's position. See where they go. If you guessed that the enemies would move away from us, congratulations. Prize is in the mail. I couldn't be a game show host, that's for certain. Do we just want to open up here? Do we just want to open up? Because if we were to open, we secure the Advent Hunter, or we dent significantly the Abductor. We have got height advantage on the two of them. And the thing that puts me off doing that, actually, is we don't know where the general is, the Advent Field Commander that we're here to kill. We don't know where they are, and it will start the timer if we opened up. So that's arguments against. Arguments for, they're moving away from us. That's about it, really. And Dirtle, why can't you... Oh, I guess they can see all in the back here, can't they? I see. That's kind of a shame. Okay. You know what, then? Let's not start just yet. And instead, we'll bring Aethel forward. Bring Laguna forward. Kind of wondering. I guess we'll go for here.
So it is decided.
Pacify's chilling. And we can bring Zed forward. Hooks probably is more interested in being down here. But circumstances being as they are, we'll pause on that for a brief moment. Why is this? Oh, I see. You want to run through, smash your way through there, rather than be normal about it. Just trying to find if there's a path that turtle can take down here. That doesn't mean they get caught. This is one. But I don't know how enthusiastic I am about taking that. I think instead this is probably the safest spot to roll, so we'll do that.
Rolling out.
Pacify, you're fine, we've already established, and then I guess Hooks can actually just move up to where Zed is.
10-4.
And you can just
In position.
hunker down. Yeah, keep moving away from us. There's a part of me that just wants to open up on them. For real. We opened up. We just don't have a lot of information, and Turtle can get up here without being... Why is that? Oh, I see. Do I want to run Durthel up here? No, this is risky. I think... Yeah, we will. We will. Okay, run Durthel here. Let's just see if there is anything back here. And that looks good. We are close to the edge of the map, so there is a chance
Good copy.
they start
Moving on
moving
target.
back the way they came. There's a chance. And whilst they are up there, I guess we can bring,
A good decision.
like, we can bring Laguna pretty far forward, certainly. On the one hand, this doesn't look like the worst position, but I'm not keen on it, because if they do move back, then they are realistically going to spot Aethel there. So instead, actually... Let's just bring Aethel forward at such. Zed probably is going to be safe behind those crates. Same with Hooker here. Pacify, you're still chilling up here as far as I'm concerned.
Eyes on the prize.
And we can set up a few overwatches in case we do get caught by surprise. And they are really journeying here. Like, losing sight of them was certainly not on the cards. We should be able to move Turtle here without being spotted. And they are... they're in the one spot we can't actually see. That's fine. You hold. It's good in its own way, actually, because we can just continue, you know, getting a proper lay of the land here. I'm wondering if bringing Pacify out to this side might make more sense. But I kind of like this open sightline that Pacify has on everything, so I'm going to leave him there. Aethel, you can move up to here. There you can go and make friends with this dumpster, I guess. And then, oh, hello, civilians. Is this a laundromat? A laundrette. It is, yeah. Looks like there's a lot of washing machines in this game. I don't know if it's just me. Maybe it is. Maybe I just see washing machines everywhere. Not like... I don't have a weird thing for washing machines or anything. I just seem to think a lot of things in XCOM2 are a washing machine. There is our general. I was not expecting the general to show up there. That is for sure. Ah. Now that is a predicament. Pacify does not have sight down here. Unless we move Pacify here, of course. Which I guess we have to now.
Moving to designated coordinates.
So you set up a new brace. That is just 2, so they're going to be an annoyance when they come to play, which inevitably is going to happen, for sure. But annoyance, I think we can probably manage. In fact, you know, Aethel might just be able to go and deal with this by himself. Well, no, he wouldn't find 12 damage on the Abductor alone, I don't think. And what have we got down here? We've got a Purifier, a Lancer, a Royal Sovereign? What do you do? Can mark a target. That's the same as we saw last time. It's got a bit of a typo in there. General's rally cry. Reinforcements, Honor Guard reinforcements, incendiary grenades. So just a slightly more scary version of the General that we've become so familiar with. Okay, that's fine. Let's pull the squad forward, and as long as we remember that the Abductor and the Hunter are back here, I think it's going to be fine. We can accommodate for that. Where does Dirthel go? Here, I think.
Heading out.
Oh,
Enemy patrol on the move.
oh. Okay. Okay. When we commit
Moving.
to the General and its entourage, then we need to be able to properly murder it, I guess.
It's far, but I can reach it.
Is what all of this new information has kind of brought to light. But the decision's kind of made here at this point. We're going to commit to this. It won't backfire, and it'll be fine.
Got it covered.
Please don't move away from us. You big, horrible people. Worst. Good news is we know where they are. Where does Dirthel launch the grenade from? I don't want to keep Dirthel here because we know that there's stuff there that's going to try and get a flank on us. I guess here. Yeah, okay. And we'll open with the Frost Bomb. We open with the Frost Bomb. That gives us all the time in the world to make sure that the he's not a general, is he? What was he? A Royal Sovereign is sufficiently murdered in the manner to which we are accustomed. So let's get after it. Can we see an explosion from the Purifier? No explosion, unfortunately, but one down. Aethel's just going to have to make a run. Yeah, can you? No, of course you can't. That would be absurd. Isn't, that's fine. We'll just reposition everyone else here then.
Not a problem.
And I'd prefer it if you kind of like came the low way round if you could, Laguna, but then if you were going to spot anything, I guess Dirthel's already got that covered, but we'll play it safe.
I'll go quickly.
Don't know if this was safe. Might be a terrible idea. But chill. And then I guess, yeah, why not hook it? There's Exalt.
Picking up an inbound advent transport. The aliens are going to try and extract the general from the AA.
And
Don't let
the
them
Warlock
get
is
on board
here.
that ship.
Stand proud.
Immune to melee. Need to remember that. We don't have any Reapers, but does take increased damage from close range attacks. And teleports away, as we've seen before with the Warlock. He can be a little bit of a struggle to deal with, depending on how trigger happy he is with those teleports.
Keep your heads down and press forward.
Does mean he's going to be summoning some friends on our heads as well, which is just splendid stuff. Can you land this and shred the armor? Yeah. Yep. Guess we'll just bring Dirthel down. We might as well just take whatever crits we can. Being with Aethel. Although, actually, it makes more sense for Aethel to run in like so.
Position compromised.
Take care of that little bit of grisly business.
What did you expect?
Ooh, advanced agility, eh? That's pretty cool. And
Head now.
boom. Hits hit points now 7. Okay. Kind of. I would like it actually if we can get a few more promotions on Laguna here, so we can secure that kill up there.
The loss of these subordinates is as meaningless to me as it is to you.
Okay.
Menace 1-5, kill confirmed. That's how it's done.
Now
We need
then.
to clear the area of any remaining hostiles. We can't allow them to recover the general's body.
We know Exalt are going to come in here. So, to that end, I think we'll reposition Pacify at this angle, set up a new brace, and Warlock came in here. There's that Sectoid and that Hunter around there too. There was also another pack of enemies here. In an ideal world, right, we should be able to engage Exalt without anything else getting in the way. In an ideal world. Yeah. Keeping hopeful.
Location confirmed.
Keeping hopeful. But so far so good. This whole using the fact that we don't have a timer to our advantage thing has worked out well for us on this mission and the last one. We expected these friends, which is fine. I mean, yeah, I was going to say, is there 2? There should be 2. A little less enthusiastic about that one being the one to rupture, but we can manage it nevertheless. I actually think in order to just make sure we've got Aethel in the position we need him in, this run and gun's kind of justified. And we just keep bombing back, ready for Exalt, I guess. We're going to have overwatches from at least some of the team, so yeah, Laguna should be able to secure this kill. And then dip into there. You are chilling. You're going to take out this zombie for us, April. And I refuse to believe otherwise. And Dirthel? Yes. Okay. Let's go for a high ground overwatch from Dirthel. Hop. Hop. Hop.
Only the best.
That's that taken care of. We'll go for... You can see through that window. Yes, okay, fine. And hooks, we could probably just afford to move up that little bit closer for any potential flamethrower work we might want to get done. And we'll take code from that angle, actually.
On Overwatch.
There's 1, there's 2, and there's 3. And here come Exalt. I think there's 5 or 4. Oh yeah, there's 5 at least. 1 might be concealed, of course. Turtle. And Zed, nice. Amazing beginning.
Whatever you say.
One down from the off is always super positive.
Finally.
Need to see what we're actually dealing with. Here's Pacify, come on. Oh, this is a 90%.
It's still moving.
No good. That's a 1 in 10 chance. And yeah, it looks like all the other enemies on this are predominantly priests. So we've got... There's a shield bearer back there as well, so that's something to be considered of. Aethel's doing nothing this turn, unfortunately, but that's not necessarily the end of the world. We've got ourselves a sniper right up in the back. We've got a specialist. And we've got a grenadier. Another 3 that we can see. What have we killed? What are you? You were a ranger, one of those things, aka assault infantry. So, sniper's probably the nastiest. Unfortunately, we don't have a clear shot on it right now, so I guess we take this with Pacify for sure. Make up for that Overwatch. I couldn't tell. We left her on 3. How could you do this? How could you do this? Never mind. Laguna can probably finish that job, actually. Can you? Can you do that? Can you finish the Pearson? Yeah.
For the Templars.
Sniper is actually the scariest. Just because their accuracy is horrifying. However, they are on low ground comparative to any significant threat that they could pose. Aethel, we just need to move up, so that's fine. What can we do about this sniper? There are 4 active, including the Warlock. So that's 1, 2... Grenadier makes 3, and 4 Warlock. Okay, cool. Grenadier was there, basically, right? You know what, actually? Let's set up a suppression on this. Just until we... And then, oh, return fire, you say?
Taking heavy fire. Not good. I'm pinned down here.
Back and forth with you two. And... Where does Laguna go? I guess Laguna goes to the high ground. The Grenadier for sure needs to get popped. So let's bring Zed in. And 72 lightning hands. We'll take it. Unfortunate miss.
Incoming over here.
Regular shot. Round 2. Nope.
They're all over me.
Well, that's not my favorite for sure. Okay. I guess we'll just have to suppress this one too.
Suppressing time. I can't get my bearings.
Time and space to serve the elders.
Ah, they are running. They might actually see a shot on Aethel, who's in a pretty nasty predicament. Great connection with the pounce, though. Even with the dodge, 5 is still nice.
Hardly did anything.
2 priests, 2 sectoids. The abductor's particularly dangerous. The Ethel's actually out of cover, but doesn't matter.
That is not I'm under fire. Roger, holding.
And I'll take that hunger down for sure. That was, I honestly expected a grenade, but if they don't want to grenade us and they just want to hunker down, then that suits me more than fine. Now then, we've got 2 dead sectoids here, which is great. Although if we were to bring Aethel up here, it's very likely we're going to activate whatever's back there. Although it's not particularly threatening, I think it's worth going for. Means that we get 2 dead sectoids, then sure, right? And then same goes here, please. Love that melee vulnerability.
That's how it's done.
I guess we'll just put Aethel as close to the way back up as possible. Kind of makes sense. Alright, Zed. We're going to send Laguna in for the sniper, and I'd like it if Hux and Zed sort of finished this job. And then we can move over to the ends. Wow, I was expecting a bit more than 43% Hooker, come on. Still landed it though, so I'll let you off.
Got no ammo!
And then there was Zed. Zed. You know, let's just...
Orders confirmed. On the move.
Oh, of course, this one hunkered down when I was all like, yay, they hunkered down. It's really reduced our shot percentages.
Get here! Gotta do better.
Okay. We could go for a second suppress on this. I think we'll go for our first free reload of the mission. What kind of shot you got on this? 99%? We'll take it.
Only the best.
And yeah, it died. It didn't do the stasis thing that priests are so fond of doing. I wonder if we just go for a kill on this. It would cost us a grenade. But it would be safer. And, I mean, are we going to miss that grenade? I don't
Seems doable.
think we will. Wait a minute, what does... Yeah, because Warlock's not taking extra damage from them, so I guess we'll just go for a grenade here. That looks good. Take out the wall. That should provide vision for Laguna to be able to know where to go. Blow up a truck whilst we're at it. Didn't do the whole vision thing, but Laguna should still be able to just swing down here and then land the connection we need. Sure enough.
You will pay the price.
Alright, whoa. Laguna's off. I think this might be the second time we've seen this MR glitch. Fortunately, it didn't last as long as it sometimes can, and after a brief teleport back to where they were supposed to be, Laguna does in fact land a kill. Okay, we now have... There are 4 active... Oh, it's because they're bleeding out, yeah. Already kind of established that last time I was going, how many are active are they? So those 2 bleeding out, this priest and then the warlock. Stasis on pacify, kind of a nuisance, but it's manageable. And those... That's 2 packs. Hunter, Abductor, Priest, Lancer, Shield Bearer, but it doesn't look like they've actually made any move towards us, which is kind of nice. That priest then is up here somewhere. Oh, the preview's revealing it for us, which is very nice. Very nice indeed. And I guess it was this priest that's the warlock put the holy warrior on. How do we want to play this? I think we probably want to sword it just to get Aethel back into cover rather than take the shotgun.
Move into fire position.
And if only you could move around there. It's a shame. Hold that position for now then. And well, yeah, we're not going to see another shot from anyone on the team, I don't think. So I guess we'll just move everyone into. Derthel could. Derthel could.
I can handle that.
Derthel certainly could. And we'll move Laguna up. See if Derthel lands this. 43%. Stranger things have happened. Yeah, didn't think it was going to go, but you know, it was worth a shot for sure.
Gonna need to reload some.
And I guess we'll just drop Aethel back down.
Destroy all who would defy the elders.
I know I mentioned that there would potentially be a reason for us to go for a capture on one of the Exalt here. But if it was like a skirmisher or something, then yeah, for sure. But Gigdolt, that actually came after us there. I'm less enthusiastic about. And as well as that, it would mean that we drop down to a squad of 5 for this. And we ain't out of those woods. I think it was Aethel's friend that... Oh no, it wasn't. Okay, that's fine. Does mean that this roof's going to see a little bit of...
Wash over the battlefield.
a little bit of destruction, but a small price to pay. Although I am a little bit concerned about just how far that destruction would reach. That's why it doesn't actually have a shot on that priest either. Interesting. Laguna secures the kill on the zombie. So that leaves this priest for Aethel. And introduce some new friends into the mix whilst we're at it. That's fine. Amazing. I love Pounce. Gwen also has Pounce, and we've seen Gwen put Pounce to some genuine work as well. I feel like Zed's probably the one to go for the Spectral Zombie here. Although now that I say that out loud, I'm... is he? Yeah, because Hux could actually do something with that priest there, so sure. To that end then, we bring Zed back and go for the 92, okay. Will explode, but I think Dirthel and Hux are fine. They are. Hux still has cover. Dirthel we can move anyway, so... What did we have here? A shield bearer and a lancer. The shield bearer is going to do its shield bearer stuff. The lancer is going to need to move in. The lancer is probably the biggest threat. Fortunately, the only good shot Dirtle has here is on the zombie. Yeah, go on. Freeze Laguna. You do nothing of real note, to be honest. I actually think we might just want to... That's the priest, that's the shield bearer. Shield bearer's got 12 hit points presently. I don't think we could secure a kill. And Aethel needs a reload, surprising nobody. Drop Aethel down then. 45%'s a bit rubbish too. Grenade doesn't go very far. You're chilling. We'll go for the 86. Nice landing. You need a reload. We'll overwatch there. No bleeding out. What a connection. There goes the armor on that shield bearer. Isn't it nice when a plan comes together? Although I've got a feeling this roof might not be long for this world. That was the very first 2 enemies we saw on this mission. They're back. Wow. An Overwatch from a Templar. That did the business. Sabotage weapon on a Templar. This Warlock knows what he's doing. The sabotage weapon on a Templar does diddly squat, for what it's worth. Aethel can just go take care of this, which is super nice. Oh no, an Overwatch. I mean, it didn't even have to trigger the lightning reflexes, but now, I believe, unless I am horribly mistaken, we were to pop Aethel just here. You really not have a shot on that dude? Oh my goodness. Okay, fine. What a bizarre little scenario. The hunter is here in this spot, and Aethel doesn't appear to be able to see it, which is quite interesting. But sure, if that's what game said, then that means that's true. Zed could go for a flanking shot on the Lancer, which isn't the worst idea. 45 kind of middling. Yeah, we'll send Zed in. We have got the Overwatch from Aethel on the Hunter now, which is good. If that Hunter does decide to move, then Aethel should be able to send it home. I guess we'll just keep the Lightning Hand, seeing as we're going to be out of ammo. Good hit.
Hard target. Minimal damage.
Kind of wondering what kind of shot Hux is going to have from here. 45, 41. The answer is terrible. Terrible, terrible shots. We can and probably should take care of this shield bearer, though.
I strike for my people.
Let's just grab this loot as well. And a promotion. Nice. We're probably going to have to fight this warlock in this building, so this green box of joyous sightline nonsense ain't great. If we can lure the warlock around here, then bringing Pacify here would be the right decision. Don't love 41. I think we'll just suppress the Lancer with hooks. Puts the disorient on it, and Dirtle needs a reload, so we'll just go for the old reload Overwatch there. And if we bring Laguna back to this position, she's actually out of sight of the Lancer. Suppression doesn't land. Looks like the Lancer's actually running away. Where are you going? Dirtle with the Overwatch. Nice connection. I think it's got 7 hit points. Yeah, it does. So that's a guaranteed kill from Aethel. Wonderful.
That's how it's done.
It's almost like all of the worry warting I was doing was unfounded. A little bit, at least. Laguna should be able to just secure the kill on this stun Lancer, but I'd really like to give Zed an opportunity to reload. Like moving Zed in to get sight just doesn't seem great, but it looks to me that he may be the only choice for that we've got. Yeah. Okay, fine.
Already there.
Hello. Oh. Went and hid.
My strike surges forth.
Feels nice to not be the one having to send people in hiding places. Feels like a lot of missions that ends up being the case. I think we'll run a round of reloads here and then go for an activation on the Warlock. Get it in the fight. Seeing as we've got that luxury. We can bring Dirtle down at least. Pacify is going to stay up here. And we could bring Hugget down too, for sure. And you've raced, so you just need the reload. You're chilling, my friend. You are chilling.
So many of your soldiers lost. Yet finally, one of the chosen.
I do like how they
Are you prepared now to
reference the little bits and pieces you've been up to.
Time to put it down.
the spirits convene?
I think this is the ability that puts the Warlock into stasis until we take care of his friends. Yes, it is. Be 2 friends to deal with now.
Your selfish pursuits under the guise
We got
of resistance
one
will
here.
lead to so many needless deaths.
I think that Exalt's gone. Did he only bring 1 friend to this party? Guess so. Now the real question is, can Aethel land this kill? Because if Aethel can land this kill, then Aethel is in position to get some work done. Although,
Continued defiance of the elders will only strengthen my resolve.
no, he did spawn 2. So where's the second? Within this building, maybe, or is it down here? Look in the window. Yes, indeed, it's in this building. All right.
Only the best.
So he should be. Yeah, stasis ended. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. You need a reload before we send you any further. And I think you can just take this cover. This is probably just going to be another positioning go, right? Well, if we move, try and get the blue moves on the go, then we can at least... I don't love this, because if he decides to use the days, it could chain to Zed and Durthal. I think we'll use the half cover here. Kind of feels like a little counterintuitive. And we'll bring Laguna up on this roof. Pacify actually has a shot, which is super nice. I think we'll probably be better served by holo targeting though. And then we can still lead the target, for sure. Or not, because lead the target costs 2 turns. Yes, Pacify is only a sergeant and doesn't have cool upgrades. In fact, I don't think any of our marksmen have that upgrade. I just read it and just assumed it would be something I'd take, but...
I'm on it.
The marbles are being lost. Maybe, seeing as how we need to strip the armor and Durthal's not really going to be doing anything else here, now's the time to do it. We don't actually deal any damage to the Warlock with explosives, but it still counts for stripping armor, so we may as well put this in now. Oh, who am I kidding? It does do damage. Who has the blast padding thing then? Oh, I don't know anymore. Maybe no one's had the immunity to explosions. Quite rare. Wow. Is that? Quite rare to see the oh, he's immune to melee, not explosions. Oh. Quite rare to see the Warlock use his gun. What I was trying to get out of my mouth there before I got interrupted several times by my other thoughts.
Let us begin then.
Put itself into a bit of a predicament with Zed here for sure. Allowing Zed the return fire and then do like pretty well. The first shot there was 100%, and that second one wasn't too far away. So fortunately for us, this is one of those missions where the Warlock just sort of made a fool of himself, which I'll absolutely take. It is quite nice to have a couple of successful missions off the back of each other, such as we've now got, and that's a promotion to Major for Aethel, which is awesome. I think Aethel is actually our highest ranking assault now.
Excellent work, Commander.
Maybe Ramir's at Major too, I forget.
Down for good, but at the very least, we've held off the Chosen for another day.
Yes, we have, Central. That was... yeah, that was a really... wow, okay, flawless. Sure, Operation Throbbing Witch was a flawless mission. I think that's the first flawless mission we've had since... certainly since we changed the difficulty to Legendary. I don't even... I think it might be the first flawless mission we've had. I don't know. But I will absolutely take a flawless mission. Good work by Pacify there. 3 kills, 35 damage. 0 on the Overwatch was a bit unfortunate, and I'm sure there was a pretty obvious shot that Pacify could have hit there on a certain Exalt. In a shocking twist, there's a Templar on the field, and yet Aethel takes MVP anyway. Picks up the most loot, every shot lands, deals the most damage, secures most kills. Only thing that he didn't do was move the furthest. Good finish by Zed there on the Warlock in particular. Took that one shot. The reason why it was flawless, even though Zed technically took damage, is because Zed didn't take any health damage, just putting his Phalanx shield to good work there. Huge amount of damage dealt as a result of those shots landing on the Warlock, though, which is always lovely. And done with a pistol, too, which is, you know, that's phalanxes for you. Hooker, no kills, unfortunately. In fact, really low damage dealt for an engineer. There wasn't really a lot of, shall we say, room for Hooker to do what engineers are good at that mission, it felt like. Nevertheless, having that suppression there is always going to be kind of useful. Similar mission, I suppose, for Dirtle there as well. Actually dealing the lowest amount of damage, which is kind of impressive for a sapper. But similar to what we just said, with hooks, not a lot of work to be done for Dirtle there. So it's fine. And ultimately, putting the suppressions to work. And then 6 kills for Laguna, 46 damage dealt. I mean, if we just compare that to 128, my goodness. Nevertheless, landed that shot with the pistol and definitely moved the furthest, so hey ho. A second successful mission in a row for Laguna. Long may that continue, right? And I do believe that's a dark event counter, the hidden one, unless I'm mistaken.
It is with deep regret that I must inform
Oh,
you
and the speaker's
that
very sad.
criminals among us who would dare see our union fail have sunken so low as to attack a peaceful civilian.
Glory,
under
honor,
the
victory.
employ
Hell
of
yeah.
Advent. Remain vigilant.
The name of that mission's still... That's going to make me laugh for a little while for sure. Operation Robbing Witch. Can't really say it without keeping a straight face. Add 3 promotions, which is pretty sweet. Up to Major now for Aethel. So that means Untouchable for sure. And we could actually look at spending a little something something. Immunity to panic stuns and mind control would be huge. Huge. Yeah, no brainer. Oh my, that's insane. Raptor's Perch versus Quick Hands. How about Pacify? How about we take both? How about that? And then Zed, we go for... I did like Phalanx Guard when we saw Arc Enemy putting that to use. So I think we'll still go with Marauder because it's just too useful not to have. But certainly look towards getting Phalanx Guard. And loathe to kind of drop below 52. It's silly. It's silly. It's there to be spent, right? But there's more effective stuff than this. Which is why I'm not going to just spend the 25 right now. But we could certainly look to build Zed's individual AP up a little bit further. And I was wrong. There were 4 promotions. Laguna got 1 too. Fuse... When I initially opted to get Fuse on Nacho, I was thinking that it was going to be way more useful to have than it ended up being. I actually think Lightning Reflexes is probably a good call here, for sure. And then I wouldn't be averse to spending on Harry. But equally... Organic enemy, small amount of damage, knock them back, disorient or stun. One of these wouldn't be the worst thing in the world, but then I think further up the tree there's things like Fortress and stuff. So yeah, we'll just stick to the Lightning Reflexes for now. That means Laguna here can start running Overwatches, no problem, which is super nice to have. Another Dodge PCS is awesome, and it looks like we got a few more of those Exalt weapons that we should be reasonably okay to sell now, I think. And countering Show of Force, that's pretty cool. Show of Force just puts more enemies on the map if it's active, so I'm always down for reducing the amount of enemies we have to deal with. Yeah. Feeling good. Feeling good. We've got then... Let's just take a quick look at the Geoscape before I say things that aren't true. We've got... It looks like we're going to eat signal jamming, which really sucks. Greatly increasing all of our scanning times is terrible. However, not all is lost. We're building this radio relay. It should be done in time for the supply drop, giving us a much needed income boost. As well as that, it will give us access to this facility, which is probably going to be fairly soon because, you know, this is almost back at the doom clock tick. But yeah, we've gone from genuinely, I was panicking and wondering if we were ever going to be able to get out of the situation that we found ourselves in, to a position of relative strength. Not a position of absolute strength by any stretch of the imagination, but relative to where we were, certainly. In a flawless mission to mark the 50th episode, which is always wonderful. So we'll leave things there. Thank you very, very much, as always, and I will see you next time. Take care.